It is a week which has witnessed a big defection, a realignment at the top table in some political arrangements. For some, it is a case of back to the trenches, while for others, the options are being weighed in Nigeria's intriguing political terrain. In Ondo State, some lawmakers were turned back at the gate, suspended by their colleagues. We will find out what is happening in Akure. Also on Political Update today, a look at 2021 in terms of prospects and projects. I'm Fisai Ogunfuyi. Welcome. President Muhammadu Buhari has received Governor Dave Umahi of Ebonyi State, who defected to the All Progressives Congress this week.
Dave Umahi of Ebonyi State was accompanied to the State House by a delegation of the Caretaker and Extraordinary Convention Planning Committee of the APC, led by the Chairman and Governor of Yobe State, Mai Malabuni.
But we better get it correct.
This is coming less than 24 hours after Governor Umahi, who is the chairman of the Southeast Governors Forum, was formally welcomed into the APC family at a grand occasion in Abakaliki, attended by governors and other critical stakeholders of the party. He is here to formally affirm his allegiance, loyalty and support to President Muhammadu Buhari, leader of the governing party and indeed the federal government. Speaking to NTA News after their closed-door engagement that lasted 45 minutes, President Buhari described the evening as one of his best in the seat of government.
I admired his courage. I told him it's an environment that has been thoroughly combated to PDP. For him to come out and join us now is a great thing for the party. The party has been very lucky to have him. And it's stabilizing the national politics, for a governor from the southeast, to come back and join APC at this stage. Already you, the press, are speculating that he wants to be president. What's wrong with that?
For Governor Dave Umahi, with the tremendous benefits derived by Ebonyi State from the APC-led federal government, joining the party is the least he can do to show appreciation.
There is every reason for every person from Southeast to re-examine, my purpose of leaving the PDP, and know that the people of Southeast will have no place in PDP. If you come to my state, you will see quite a lot of development. And these developments were not done with the FAC allocation. They were done by special intervention of Mr. President. I can boldly say that under Mr. President, I have developed Ebonyi State. So if I've been at the periphery and I got all this development for my people, I said, look, we have to play at the center. And moreover, it is important that the people of Southeast should, for once, stop being in opposition.
Maybe some other zones are well placed and they can generate money locally. Our people have investment all over the country. Direct investment, not portfolio investment, direct investment. And we need to protect it. If Nigeria is strong, the Igbos will do better. The solidarity of Nigeria is very important to us. So we belong to the center. That's where our people have always been. We feel comfortable playing with the national politics.
The chairman, caretaker committee of the APC and governor of Yobe State, Mai Malabuni, is optimistic that the governing party will continue to get bolstered.
The entire APC family is very happy because our priority as a party is peace, unity, progress and national development under the able leadership of our president and leader, President Muhammadu Buhari. And we are rebuilding our party. Many more are joining, many more are coming.
We are quite excited that the vision of our party leader, President Muhammadu Buhari, the vision of the foundation fathers who brought APC together to be a party for all Nigerians is coming back strong.
It is not just one more governor joining us. This is one performing governor, one governor who has given an excellent account of himself in terms of bringing development to his state.
APC now controls 20 out of the 36 states of the Federation.
Meanwhile, the National Caretaker Committee of the All Progressives Congress, APC, Governor Maimala Boni has inaugurated a state executive committee with Stanley Okoro Emegia as chairman. This was disclosed at a reception organized for APC governors in Abakaliki.
The National Caretaker Committee chairman and other APC stalwarts commended Governor David Umahi's defection, adding that the move will launch the Southeast into national politics.
President Buhari is a man of justice and fairness. Your Excellency, we are happy to receive you on behalf of the APC family and have conferred the leadership of the party on you. Today marks a new beginning in the political history of the Borno State.
Governor Umahi has taken a wise decision, a bold decision, a courageous decision, which I expect every other person that to listen very well and mean well for our people.
Governor David Umahi, standing on the principle of fairness, pledged to ensure that every member of the party is carried along. He thanked the president for equitable distribution of resources across the country.
That we stand on fairness. Nobody is going to be stigmatized. The caretaker committee members that will work for a few time, they will take everybody, along. There will be no discrimination, and I will be there to midwife a complete peace and a full integration.
The State Caretaker Committee Chairman, Mr. Stanley Okoro Emehia, commended the APC National Caretaker Committee for the opportunity to serve. He appealed for support among the party members.
Moving on now, the 90th National Executive Committee meeting of the People's Democratic Party is held in Abuja with the conviction that the party's strength in the Southeast remains intact.
This is the first National Executive Committee meeting of the People's Democratic Party in the present new normal era following outbreak of COVID-19. Agenda of the meeting, which is the 90th in the series, cuts across state of the nation, rationalization of party workforce, congresses, review of the Edo and Ondo governorship elections, party reforms and internal democracy ahead of 2023 elections, and defection of Governor David Umahi of Ebonyi State from the PDP to governing All Progressives Congress.
Leaders of our party, may I declare to you that the party is also being futuristic, drawing experience from the past.
Chairman of the PDP Governors Forum, Aminu Waziri Tambuwal, restated their commitment to good governance.
We remain committed party members, and we shall continue to work with the National Working Committee, the BOT, for our party to continue to grow in strength and work stronger and stronger.
Other speakers, including the party's Board of Trustees chairman, the party's minority leaders in both chambers of the National Assembly, said the PDP remains united and poised towards future electoral victory.
Now, 4 members of the Ondo State House of Assembly, reinstated by the Court of Appeal after their suspension, have been denied entrance into the Assembly complex.
Following the ruling of the Court of Appeal sitting in Akure dismissing the stay of execution suit filed by the Ondo State House of Assembly against the judgment of the High Court reinstating suspended members, the 4 embattled lawmakers attempted to enter the Assembly complex but were denied entry. The lawmakers, led by the Deputy Speaker of the Ondo State House of Assembly, Ogundeji Roju, and 3 other lawmakers were repelled by security operatives at the gate.
Getting access into the complex.
I've not heard of this.
The lawmakers described the action as unconstitutional and a deprivation of their constitutional rights, calling on the leadership of the House to respect the ruling of the court.
We don't know when the State House of Assembly become a place where the gate is permanently locked, preventing people coming in and going out.
Our prayer is that they should give respect to the rule of law.
Efforts to speak with the leadership of the House proved abortive. It will be recalled that the Deputy Speaker of the House, along with Adewale Williams, representing Ondo West, and Favour Toma Mewu, representing Ilaje local government, were suspended on July 8, 2020 for refusing to sign the impeachment notice of the Deputy Governor in the wake of the impeachment process of the embattled Deputy Governor of the state, Agbola Ajayi, who decamped from the ruling APC.
Quite a number number of things to discuss today. Joining us now is Honorable Uju Kingsley Chima, representing Ohaji, Egbema, Oguta, and Oru West Federal Constituency of Imo State. He's also the Deputy Chairman, House Committee on Public Procurement. Thank you for joining us. At such a short notice as well. Let's start this way. Before we go to the politics, let's look at the year so far. We talked about January to December cycle in terms of the budget and all that. Of course, a lot of the plans and processes decimated by COVID-19, as well as other challenges, including the protests and all that. But looking at it, just in your official words, would you say managing the economy and all that we've done well so far?
Thank you very much, Mr. Presenter. First of all, let me thank you for doing justice to the political news around the country. This program has actually gone a long way in making Nigerians understand what happens from the state, local government to national level. So you've done so well. Coming back to your question, the year started on a very good note with high expectations. Everybody believed with the notion that having entered the new year of January, that we're going to meet all our dreams and expectations. We enter into January, good, fine. Getting into February, should be first or second week of February, we met the COVID-19. And COVID-19 was is a global pandemic that impacted negatively on all the economies of the world. It's not peculiar to Nigeria, but I can tell you, as a lawmaker, within that period, we in the National Assembly, we did not equally go on holiday. We continued with our programs and our legislative businesses in order to make sure that we participate in making sure that we contribute to the curbing or reducing the impact of COVID-19 on our people. And for me, the year started or has its own ups and downs, and COVID-19 took almost 6 to 7 months of the year. So based on this long period of lockdown in the country, and not only in Nigeria, all over the globe, it affected the economy so much because those Nigerians who believe in day-to-day earnings were so much affected, and they couldn't go out because of the lockdown. That resulted to a lot of economic meltdown in the country. And I can tell you that if not for good economies or good policies of the government of the day, I can tell you that most countries we actually the COVID-19 impacted negatively and compressed most of the economic activities of these economies.
All right, let's look at your projection for next year. Now, people have started coming, not people talking about MDAs now. You've been seeing their proposal. Are you excited for 2021? Are you cautiously excited in terms of the low-hanging fruits sectorally, especially trying to perhaps get back a few of the things we lost in the outgoing year?
Well, thank you very much. Let me again express my gratitude to the leadership of the Night Assembly. If you watch when the Baja Biamila campaign was going on, before his emergence as the Speaker, he said during the campaign to us, we members elect then, that one of the policies he will make sure, or his administration is going to make sure that we imbibe in the National Assembly is to make sure that we revert budget system from January to December. And if you watch what happened last year, that was one of the greatest achievements of the Night Assembly. We went back to the budget process system of January to December. We passed the budget in December, but unfortunately because of the COVID, the implementation became very dull. And if you watch out what happened in this budget system, we're going back again, you can see the thorough nature of the Night Assembly in making sure that MDAs and ministries actually come to present their budget. Not just present their budget for rhetoric reasons, but presenting their budget for Nigerians. And the National Assembly legislators to actually look inward to ascertain the areas that will impact positively on the lives of our people. More especially looking or going through what to pass through in the year of 2020. So my expectation is that 2021, having gotten the experience inherent from COVID-19 pandemic, I can tell you that 2021, from what I've seen in our budget system going on, 2021 will be a more prosperous year than 2020.
That's heartening. Now let's go to the politics. We saw pictures there of the big defection in the past few days in Ebonyi State. You are from the Imo extraction, of course, still with the governing party. Are you saying you've been able to advertise yourself in the Southeast to the point that you begin to get more and more of this? Defections?
Well, it depends on what you mean by advertisement or advertising ourselves in the Southeast. I know Southeast have been a very prominent zone in the country over years. So talking about advertisement means...
Advertising the party in terms of...
advertising APC.
Yes.
Well, APC have done so well too in the Southeast prior to this time. I came to National Assembly, though, but we have the governor in APC then. That is 2011 to 2019. We have a governor out of the 5 states. We have one governor. And we have some legislators. But I agree with you that previously we've not actually played the national politics. So now I can see our people being very zealous to participate at the national politics. And that advertisement you talk about is what we are doing now. I'm APC. We have about 5 or 6 APC members in the National Assembly. We have as House of Reps from Imo. We have 1 from Ebonyi. We have about 2 or 3 from Abia State. And we have about 3 senators. We lost 1 to death. We have about 3 senators too from the Southeast. So what actually happened, from my own assessment, is that APC is repositioning itself to making sure that in 2023, we shall no longer be attributed to a zone having their eggs in one basket. So what we're trying to do now is to play the national politics to actually convince Nigeria too that we are people to reckon with. I remember those days in politics, you talk about the Igbos, the Yorubas, and the Hausas, meaning Nigeria standing on tripod. But today you can see a lot of things going as if the Igbos do not have much to say or to contribute because of the kind of politics they played in the past. And they've realized, the Igbos have realized that for you to get things from the center, from the national politics, you must have to play at the center. And that is why you can see Governor Dave Umahi. I use this medium again to congratulate him for actually seeing reason why we should move to national politics to participate in development of this country and our zone in particular.
Okay, let's quickly go to, specifically into your area. You are from the Niger Delta. You are from the Southeast, but you are also from the Niger Delta. Yeah. Looking at, geographically where your constituency is, as well as, also being a cash cow, so to speak, in your state. In terms of development, how is it in your constituency? You are oil producing. Yes, you are in the Southeast, but you are an oil producing, constituency. Have you been able to attract the commensurate development that should come to that terrain?
Well, thank you very much. I'm happy I'm glad you asked me that question. The truth about it is I don't so much believe in marginalization acronym, but whether you want to believe it or not, my people, the people of Ohajebema, Oguta, local governments, and Oru West local government of Imo State, we produce oil, crude oil and gas in particular. Today, we're almost the largest gas producer in the country. I don't say we're the largest, because I've not gotten the exact record from DPR, but almost the largest gas producer in the country. We have over 600 million scoop of gas going on, project going on today in Ohajebema. That is done by Shell and Seplat cumulatively. And you can see with all these attendant resources inherent in my area and my local government, I know Shell, Opresia, Seplat, Adas, Ajip, and a lot of other these oil companies, even Watersmith. They just finished a refinery in my place.
Has that impacted on the youths?
No, that's the area I'm coming from. The youths of my area are actually crying for deprivation. They have been deprived from the resources, the benefit they are supposed to get from the resources of crude oil exploration. And this is why when you go there, you can see We don't have good roads. We don't have, in fact, as a matter of fact, 60% of the entire constituency are being deprived of national grid. They don't have electricity supply. And types of water, but even hospital. These are the basic problems why you see them complain every day. But me as a relative, I've always taken this to national limelight. I've always cried to National Assembly that my people have been deprived of these social amenities.
Well, let's come back. We'll come back and close shop. Let's take one more before we come back and close shop. A chieftain of the All Progressives Congress in the South-South Zone, Jackson Lekonjo, says the president has employed the tool of inclusive and transparent governance to build political bridges in his region. Jackson Lekon cited the efforts to sanitize the activities of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, and reposition it to fully deliver its mandate to the region as one of the lasting legacies of the current administration.
Imagine NDDC do not have budget for 2020. If NDDC will not have budget for 2021, as a security expert, I know when the people around that place are being pushed to the wall, they will bounce back. And people of Niger Delta are bouncing back to want to revolt will not be good for the economy, peace, and tranquility which we enjoy in Nigeria. That is it. So I urge everybody. Akpabio is not a Yoruba man. Akpabio is not from Anambra State. Akpabio is not from Nasarawa. It's from Niger Delta. And he meant well. And I know Mr. President knows his antecedent. That is why he was given that ministry. So everybody around that area should cooperate with him. Anybody that has collected money for a particular contract, did not execute the contract, I think the best thing to do, nobody will kill you, nobody is jailing you. The best thing to do is to refund the money. Simple as ABC. There is nobody in APC today that will not respect Mr. President. So Mr. President, I see him as a person that he likes to face the business of the state. That is the business of the country. Administratively,
all right, we'll still take on Lekonjo if we get in on this. Has been, and that is, yes, also from there. It's recurring. You have the NDDC doing, projects in that zone, but the people are saying they are not seeing too many of the what's supposed to be the dividends, and getting a transparent process. And I mean, we've had this since Ompedec, then NDDC, and all that. How do we go forward? For especially the oil-producing areas to begin to get the dividends as it is enshrined, especially in the NDDC Act?
Well, thank you very much. I feel that the major problem with NDDC before and now is politics. NDDC got so much engrossed with political activities. But I'm happy Mr. President, in his wisdom, has set up forensic audit to make sure that NDDC is actually doing diagnosis of the problem and finding the best way of curing this disease. And with what I've seen going on today, I think they're going to get it right. Because if everything is being placed on the table and people see or know who gets what and who did what, that will give us opportunity again to go back to our various homes to know that this agency was created by the act of the National Assembly to do well for the people of Nigeria Delta, but it hasn't lived up to its expectation earlier before now. So for me, I know I heard about the budget. I can assure you as a member of the Niger Assembly, very soon we shall be giving the people of Niger Delta a budget that will be very functional. But then I feel to use this medium to appeal to the management of NDDC today to go back to the master plan of NDDC. What I mean by master plan, making sure that we embark on those projects that impact on the lives of the people. Days are gone when NDDC we're talking about renovation of primary school, renovation of borehole, renovation of borehole. We should talk about those projects that will impact meaningfully on the lives of the people. For instance, we have a lot of unemployment, youth unemployment in the Niger Delta area. What stops us talking about building small cottage industries that will actually create employment for this youth? What stops us from reviving the early industries that have been sited or located around the Niger Delta area.
Honorable, it seems as if we're just scratching the surface concerning this. Perhaps we'll bring you back on Political Update. Thank you very much on your debut on the program. We've had in the studio, Honorable Chima is from Imo State, the federal constituency there of Ohaji, Egbema, Oguta, and Oru West. Thank you very much for coming and for watching as well. We'll continue to watch Political Space. Next, we also intend to bring back our American friends to tell us exactly what has been happening there. When will the president shake hands and concede? That has been the program for today. We'll be back Tuesday, God willing, with a brighter package. My name is Fisao Gunfi. Thanking you for watching, and bye for now.
Thank you very much.